Welcome back to another After Pulse video. Willis back here again, and we got another exclusive leak of the upcoming update. And in this video, we're focusing on this gear image. Let me go ahead and bring it up on the screen here, and boom, there you go. So this one's called the Utility Sierra Helmet BG, and you can get a look at it there, and it might look familiar if you're up to date on my recent videos, if you've seen them all, or if you've seen the couple where I showed a image in particular. You might be like, oh, I recognize this design, but the color's a little different. So let me go ahead and bring that up, and let me get a different background actually, or we'll just do that. Maybe it's less confusing to see it like that. And so this zoomed in part is part of a bigger image. I did share the full image in past videos. You see part of that new Delta weapon come in, that blue and yellow. I just made a video on that guy. There's so much coming together. Everything's starting to make sense. So let me try to be clear and concise and just get my thoughts about one specific part in this video, and the video series as a whole will start to make a lot of sense. And we have more updates coming soon, a couple more exclusive screenshots to share in another video. I'm just trying to break it down piece by piece. And so in this video, we're focusing on this gear piece. Just wanted to point out that it looks to be the same design as this piece that we've seen before. And we do know that this gear has the rank 2 to 10 logo, the Titan logo there. And so we'll touch more on that. I think I finally figured out how we're going to be able to obtain this ranked gear. It looks like there's gear with the top 5% symbol, the Titan symbol, spots 2 to 10, and of course the legend gear, which is over here. Hopefully that comes out good on video, moving it around like this. But I just wanted to share that the gear image that we're looking at today is the same design as this one here. So let's go ahead and bring that back up. You see just the color is different, basically kind of a standard variation for different star gear. And so this is a 4-star piece you see in the top right, and I'm guessing that the piece that I just shared that I took off and now is back, I'm guessing that'll be like a higher star piece, like a 6-star piece or something. And I'm guessing it'll have like the same boost, just a little bit better, as is kind of standard with the gear. You know, obviously 6-star gear is going to be better than 4-star and so on. Going back to this guy here, you see the main description where it gives you the regular boosts for the gear. This one has 10% faster access to scopes with precision, and you get some accuracy with LMG, which, side note, just to point this out, we did talk about when we talked about this image and the other images of the ranked gear sets coming, we did kind of focus on what weapons they were holding. And let's say like this guy here holding the M461E, we said maybe that's LMG gear just based on what he's holding, and that could still be the case. But looking at this gear here, we now know that this blue and yellow epic weapon is going to be an assault class weapon that also activates SMG passives, and the soldier holding that has the same designed, at least headgear. The abilities on the actual gear piece looks to be more related to precision and LMG. So just throwing out a little disclaimer that maybe our speculations aren't necessarily right there, like just because they're holding a specific type of weapon looks to be proven wrong, that it doesn't guarantee that the gear is related to that weapon class. If that made sense, hopefully it did. Just a random thing to point out if you're catching up on those past videos. But anyways, we got the base portability and base health here, 904 and 1531 respectively. Certainly nothing crazy. It is a 4-star piece, so we'll have to see what the 5-star, 6-star versions are looking like here. But the most interesting part about this image is the bottom right hand side. So first off, in the middle right, we see Utility Sierra BG, and so that is the set name for matching 2 and 3 piece sets to get those bonuses. And then if you look on the far right side, you'll see kind of 3, what are those, hexagons, maybe 6 sides, I think that's right. Totally know my shapes, guys. You'll see 2 of those like separate images where you see 3 hexagons, and you'll notice in one of them that 2 are colored in and 1 is left blank, and then in the other one all 3 are colored in. So I think that's pretty obvious that those are going to be buttons on the right hand side. Obviously the bottom button with that squad symbol is selected right now. When the other symbols are selected, top one will show you the 2-piece set bonus, and then the middle one where all 3 hexagons are filled in will show you the bonuses for the 3-piece. The one that is selected is the squad symbol. Now we can take a look here. Squad skill, 3-piece set, utility, plus 2% range for squads. So the wording is like a little bit weird there. They're saying squad skill and they're saying 3-piece set. So we did see another image recently talking about squad skills, and let me see if I can bring that up. Okay, so that's the one I'm looking for. We shared this image recently in a video where we said, you know, squads were confirmed. Coming to After Policy, you will be able to at least have some sort of group in the game with your teammates. More on this coming soon, and even a little bit in this video. You know, we were talking about, will you be able to play with your squad? I think we might have figured that out here. Bear with me for a second. Just pointing out that on this screenshot, we saw the squad skills section towards the bottom right, middle, bottom right, whatever, and it said no squad skills active. But if you look at the gear, we have an idea of what squad skills are now. You see plus 2% range for squad, and so it does say 3-piece set, so I don't know, I guess it's like tied along with wearing the full 3-piece set, like you have to wear the full 3-piece, in this case utility Sierra BG set, to get that squad boost. But when you do, you get plus 2% range for everybody in the squad, and I think it is explained relatively well on the image here in the bottom right. It says the squad gear skills will boost all your squad members' statistics. Each squad member can activate one skill of each type: offensive, utility, defensive, and tactical. If 2 squad members use the same type of squad skill, only one will be active. So it looks like there's going to be basically 4 different positions, which kind of goes along my thinking, which I haven't shared at all really. But my thinking is that it's going to be 4 people to a squad, and that would kind of correlate with the different positions here: offensive, defensive, utility, tactical. And so you're going to have to work with your squad to figure out who's going to play which position, right? Obviously just a little bit of communication, a little bit of strategy, which certainly adds to the meta of this game, which is awesome to see, since the only meta in After Pulse has really been like different gear and weapon combos really. So this kind of brings a new meta, a new dimension to the meta of After Pulse. So that's really cool to see. So I think that pretty much covers everything I wanted to cover here, just going over that image of the gear piece showing what squad abilities, squad skills are gonna be, and kind of the different UI, slightly different UI, where you can toggle between the 2-piece set bonus, the 3-piece set bonus, and the squad bonuses on the bottom right hand side looking at the gear. So I thought that was pretty cool, and this will make much more sense, even more sense, as we share some further info coming up. So definitely stay tuned for that. And now for some action in this video, we'll just be jumping into a back-to-back match once again from Deadshot52's recent live stream a couple days ago by now. We're breaking down a lot of the games, adding them to videos here, get some different gameplay as opposed to just playing Gamma Protocol. We'll be switching it up to a back-to-back match here. Alright, loading into back-to-back here. I forget who was on my team, but I'm sure we'll see it pretty soon. And we're rocking our go-to wolf setup with the 5-star Sea Trace pants and the 4-star wolf mask. Unfortunately, this was before I got my 6-star wolf mask, but we got it nowadays, so we are all set. Just makes a slight improvement. You can still get away with the 4-star, obviously, as you'll see in this match. And who we get there? We got Deadshot52 with that good old rocket launcher at the feet. You'd love to see it. There's a good shot there, rocking our 7-star CQR 2000 threat. And yeah, maybe threat weapons are a little bit slept on. I don't think I used the ability, the scope ability at all in this video, and I never really have used it. But one of you guys, Doug or Nut on Twitter, asked a question about people using the threat edition of the UNK CQB threat. Couldn't be more perfect timing, there's one right there. But he was wondering why people might be using it, and just to touch on it here in case I don't have time to make a separate video on it. You know, I was sleeping on it, personally. I was sleeping on the threat weapons, man. You gotta hit that scope ability. The lines around the edge of your screen are kind of annoying, super annoying to be honest, but the actual threat ability makes it a lot easier to spot enemies, since their health bar will instantly show up once they're kind of like within your range. And without the threat ability, the health bar of the enemies only shows up when they are damaged, when you've inflicted some damage on them. So showing that health bar makes it significantly easier to spot enemies. I know it kind of sounds stupid, but don't knock it till you try it. Especially maybe if you're playing on a smaller screen device, or maybe I don't know what the screen resolutions are, or like whatever, but you know, especially on like a smaller device, lesser quality device. I'm playing on the iPhone XR. I'm sure it's not the clearest screen out there, so this helps me a lot. Even on the iPhone XR, just like spotting people, getting that health bar to show up. Because once that shows up, it's super easy to tell where somebody is. And aside from the health bar, there is this sort of like red hitbox that shows up around the enemy's face, which actually kind of makes it easier to aim, in my opinion. Like it doesn't actually affect the mechanics of the game other than visually, as far as I know. So it doesn't give you like an unfair advantage, but it just gives you like a visual advantage, and it just kind of makes it easier from your own skill perspective to aim more consistently and maybe aim for the head, get more headshots. You know, you do more damage hitting people in the head. As far as I know, there's stat adjustments behind the scenes like headshot multipliers. So it might be worth checking out. And there's a lovely back-to-back match. I guess we were on our own there, but 6-6 playing with some legends. You love to see it. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay here. Just a quick one. Got a lot of videos to make and only so much time, so we got more coming. Stay tuned. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.